across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. Now the punter, who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. This will be taken short. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And a reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And an Eagle first down.
Alshon Jeffrey so dangerous even when a defender's near him.
He's got such a big body, ability to run, positions himself well, excellent control. And you're exactly right. Even if people are draped on him, he often comes up with the catch. He really symbolizes what people are looking for in receivers in today's NFL.
Check three.
Now a two-time 1,000-yard rusher for the Bears. This is Jordan Howard. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Watch the curl.
Now Howard. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards the pickup there.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
A good run by Jordan Howard, and now another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Watch the pass. Check 26. Check 26.
This is Corey Clement, the third-year back from Wisconsin. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. In on the stop, the Pro Bowl strong safety Jamal Adams. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. On 3rd down, here comes Clement. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
When Leonard Williams was picked in the 2015 NFL Draft, I compared him to Merlin Olsen. And I got a lot of grief about it. Did you just see that play there? Did you see how he made that move and made that tackle? That was Merlin Olsen-esque.
Yeah, I just perked up when you said Merlin Olsen.
Yeah, a lot of people said, hey, that's too much, too far, and maybe it is early, but I think this guy has a chance of fulfilling that.
So it'll remain to be seen how many drives this unit gets in, this being the preseason, but here they start with 3 points.
Yeah, I don't know that we'll actually see them anymore. They got 3 points on the board, 1 drive here in preseason. In this game, baseball caps, NFL approved, of course, for everyone.
We got this.
At their own 25-yard line.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Nigel Bradham brings him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. It's a root. Le'Veon Bell. Kiss him goodbye. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell. 73 yards, and the Jets have taken the lead. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. It was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going. For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
From the 27, Wentz. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Blowing that play up was Henry Anderson. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Shotgun now for Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the 1st down in the process.
Mike. Go. 120. Silva. Switch.
On 1st down, they run with Howard. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Henry Anderson, big man from Stanford, there for the stop.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
It's a jet sweep as they get this to Jackson. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wentz. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Johnson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
At the 8-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Darnold now to throw. And he rifles one incomplete. Quincy Anoon with the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Hey, you got 3. You got lady. 51, Mike. Mike 51. Let's go.
Now Darnold. And Darnold, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Here's Jackson to return. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over.
Here we go. Lady. 54. Right, 54. Stay with your man.
On 1st down, it's Howard. They'll get only a couple down to the 44. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh. Check back.
A first throw for the backup Kessler. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, they obviously red man covers their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that?
He made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Kessler. He's going to look deep down the field. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. By the way, as we expected, most of the starting units out here in the 2nd quarter. So get your 2 deep, your 3 deep, your 4 deep ready for this one.
If you have a particular favorite who wasn't a high draft pick or is an undrafted free agent trying to make the team, this is the time to watch him play and give it his best shot, because most of the starters, you're exactly right, they'll be out of the game watching the rest of the way.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Kessler. Out left side here to Bryant. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Again, it's Kessler. And that will be incomplete. Hey, a sidebar worth noting is that preseason cuts have changed. So week 3 that we're in right now, the preseason, I think, what did you say, the roster's going to stay at 90 instead of going down to 75 this year?
That's exactly right, Brandon, because in the past, just what you said, this game here, at the end of week 3, or game 3, you would cut the roster down to 75 and play game 4 just like that. In this case now, though, they're going to be able to keep guys all the way through. So guys who would normally not have a chance to finish out the preseason, they'll get that chance now and get more opportunities to get on tape.
This is taken at his 4. A marker down. He does get it up past the 25. Will it hold? Let's see. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Squeeze. Get it.
Now a run. This is below Powell. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Look at me. Go.
On 2nd down, it's Powell. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 29.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that any time you hand the ball to him back.
15 line. Greystone, Travis.
Watch the pass.
You're out. Side.
Here's Webb. Finds his target. It's Bellamy. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Ready.
Yeah, come on. Here we go. Double time. Everyone got 4 down.
Go.
Crunch.
Now.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Got a man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Josh Bellamy there to make the grab. And the Jets will extend their lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Looking to pass, Kessler. Terrell Basham. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
As I was watching the play unfold, my eyes immediately went to the referee because I wanted to see, was he going to put those 2 hands over his head and that universal signal for a safety? But it's at the 1-yard line. You know you're playing with fire when you get sacked that close to the goal line.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Here's Kessler. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. So they go with the empty set, and that's the risk you run right there. Nobody was there to protect.
Well, you know how most offenses have audibles, and they've changed plays when they see certain sets. A lot of defenses do the exact same thing. You go to an empty back set, they bring pressure, and boy, did it pay off in this case.
We play to win. Let's go.
On the ready.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time, we do indeed a big hit for a loss. On 2nd and 11 now, Webb. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series, but the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Out of the gun, it's Webb. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. Taking it about the 16. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. On 1st down, Kessler. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A good pickup there, a 22. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
He's checking. Crack. Check.
On 1st and 10, it's Clement. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Same. Check 31. Hey, lock it.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. On 1st down, they go with Clement again. And a solid run down inside the 30. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Hey, watch the slant.
On 2nd down, Clement. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Ready up.
59. Mike's 59. You can't block me.
Go.
Kessler now on 1st down. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Kessler. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Des Bryant, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, Kessler. It's so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Watch the twins.
They'll run with Clement, and he's in. Front Eagles touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Bang, 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 bang. Bam. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
To throw again. Webb. This one to Deontay Thompson, complete. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches.
Leo. Check nickel. Ready?
Webb now from the gun. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Let's go now. 15 line. 15 line. Get it.
On 1st down, it's Webb. Webb can't escape as he goes down. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Hey, Charlie.
42 to Mike, boys. 42.
Now Webb. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Vinny Curry, the defensive end, got there off the edge.
Brings up 3rd down.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter. So you want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
16. Eagles 13.
And the Jets set to receive this 3rd quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the 2nd half. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
On second down now, it's Cannon. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a 3rd down and 8.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Watch.
Hey, Sam off.
They go again with Cannon, and he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he's on to punt for New York. This is taken at the 10. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They go play action with Kessler. And his throw is incomplete.
Very difficult night for the guys on offense. They've got to be looking at each other in the huddle and on the sidelines. How are we going to find some open space to complete a pass and find open room to run? This defense all night long has squeezed down the passing lanes, made plays on the football. It's really been a thing of beauty for them. He's got to figure all day long prepping for the game. They had to have talked about it again and again. Squeeze passing lanes, and we'll be in great shape.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
Let's bring it.
And now it's Kessler. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I know you've got a baseball background, right?
A little bit. Started minor league ball.
Yeah, you did some of that, right? What do they do when they do the signals? An indicator, right?
Tells you whether it goes or not, yeah.
Yeah, whether the play's on or not. How about the indicators offensive linemen give when they're getting ready to run a screen pass? And if those get red, well, we just saw that there, didn't we?
No gain.
No gain. Deciphered it and finished the play off.
Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Look at me. Go.
This is the running back, Powell. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Brought down by Nate Gehry.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Thompson. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 30 yards there, and of course the first down as well.
First down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for first and 10. Now Webb. Over the middle, that's taken in by Bellamy. And they move this all the way down to the 9. The end result, 21 yards.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver, and almost on a direct shot, able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And a nice pick up there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now second and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Second and goal from inside the 5.
He's crashing. He's checking crack.
61, matchbox lights.
Webb now. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
They come up in an offset eye.
Watch the run. Watch the safety creep.
Blue draw quarters.
Pick the edge. Coming. He's coming.
You're out.
He's coming.
Now.
On third down, Powell. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Jets will extend their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
From the 21, it's second and 10.
Here we go. Shoot. Joker. He's coming. We got double up. Jack.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Check 59, Mike is hit.
From the gun, it's Kessler. And he connects with Ertz. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Ready, break.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Kessler. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Help me out, partner. Was that incomplete?
That was on a deep ball to Dez.
And that's a surprise. The way he attacks the football in the air, it's always surprising to me when he doesn't complete a pass like that.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up.
Throwing is Kessler. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 40.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Set. 18 Gator.
I got it. Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. 3 down.
Gone.
Check 3.
Ready.
A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Kessler. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter.
Down. 30 base.
Kessler now on 1st down. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. A carry for Clement. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Here we go. 18 Gator. Snap.
Throwing is Kessler on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. The field goal we just saw has us now at a 1-score game, and on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot of it.
Could you imagine taking the pulse right now? It might be like a jackhammer out there on that side of the ball, but here's what the deal is. I think what we've observed is a team that's been playing not to lose as opposed to playing to win. And they've got to get back to that, and that means opening things up again, being a little more free in what they're trying to get done on offense.
On 2nd and 9, Webb, and this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Webb. On the comebacker, complete. It's Thompson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Webb now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10.
Hey, lock it.
Watch twitch. Slap.
They'll run on 1st down with Cannon. And some room to roam now. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down. That's the run he's been waiting for, Charles. He's been bottled up all game. That run alone got him more yards than he had in all his previous carries combined.
And don't think for a second he doesn't know that, because every back that I know can almost calculate every yard with every step that they take. He had to be frustrated because of what's happened during the game. Has to be a lot better after that run.
They run. Montgomery might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Timmy Jernigan, the Florida State man, in on the stop. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check.
Ready?
Webb. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Thompson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Webb now
91.
perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10.
Fair.
Check 37.
Get it.
Webb to throw. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Deontay Thompson there to make the grab. And the Jets will extend their lead.
And this is what coaches talk about, never being satisfied. No matter what the lead, always trying to increase it. You never know what can happen in this NFL.
Forbath, the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Watch the screen.
Kessler wants to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Steve McClendon. He's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. They stare up now at a 3rd and long. Kessler and company needing something big after the sack. Now Kessler. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th.
That is 3 plays and out. It's 4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
Go.
Mike 5-4.
Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Kessler to throw for it on 4th. And it's a sack. Down goes Kessler. Leonard Williams. And boy, that means this next drive is going to start at the 3-yard line.
Is a turnover on down.
The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. They'll run. This is Powell. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
It's now 3rd and goal.
They come out here in the eye. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You know, if this is the regular season, partner, we'd be talking about just how costly a mistake that was, but probably good for him to get it out of his system right now.
Just hope for him and the team it's not a sign of things to come.
Yeah, without a doubt. Plus, got to worry about making the team. Those types of errors don't help you.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went 4 on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. That one, a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Play action. Now Kessler. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
From the shotgun, Kessler. That's caught left side, Arcega-Whiteside. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Throwing again on 2nd down. Kessler. And that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now 3rd down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run here with Clement. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. Now, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. Kessler and company going on 4th. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Let's go.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Watch the screen.
Let's go.
Shotgun snap, Kessler. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Matt Collins, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A gain there of 30 big ones. To throw again is Kessler. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Set 50, plant.
Check back, check back.
Shoot.
Powell. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. The Jets, with victory seemingly in hand, they take a knee. Well, partner, it's just preseason, but it always feels good to be in victory formation, taking the knee for the W.
Yeah, I've often thought to myself when I watch these preseason games, some teams need the wins more than others. You know, if you're established and you're used to winning, not quite the same. But if you're trying to learn how to win, it's important to get it done. And to be able to kneel down at the end, even better.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets, and it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises, really both sides did, but they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished, but to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Jets as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.